Howdy YouTubers. I'm sure you all been in a situation where you got a faucet, you drain, whether it's in your kitchen or bathroom, and stuck. You know, you try the Drano, you try everything else, and you know, I guess you got to call the plumber, right? Plumber comes out, you call Roto-Rooter. Guess what? 250 bucks if you're lucky, 200 bucks to clean out that drain. Not for me, man. I refuse to do that. That's why I'm so to say a do-it-yourselfer. So what I decided to do is invest in one of these. Probably the best 300 bucks I ever spent. Put it this way: if this does a job that they're going to do just twice, it pays for itself. So let me tell you a little bit about it. This is an auto feed. There's two variants. There's one that doesn't have the auto feed, which means that you literally have to feed the thing in. Gets messy, gets ugly. Trust me, it's really worth the extra 150 bucks to get the auto feed version. Let me tell you about this a little bit. First and foremost, you need a couple things. You need safety goggles, you need gloves, not rubber gloves. You're probably thinking, you don't want to use rubber gloves on that. Your rubber gloves get stuck, it's going to wind around. You want to use rubber gloves with leather gloves. Once that's done, notice I'm outside. This is a lot easier because you don't want to open up the drains inside. This is just your clean out valve in the back. Most of y'all have clean out valves, so this is where you want to access through. So what you simply do, get the wrench, open this guy up here, gives you direct access. My kitchen sink was clogged, so basically I have access directly to the kitchen sink from here. So a couple things to keep in mind. Make sure you're using a grounded outlet. What that means is 3-pronged, and this is make sure you can test this. You go test here, you go reset. That makes sure we're grounded. Also, make sure you're working in an environment where it's dry. Just in case, I put a piece of plywood here so we're not basically working in a wetter environment. We don't want to get electrocuted here to save, you know, 300 bucks. Wouldn't be a really good idea. I don't even have a life insurance policy, so even worse for me. So here's the thing. This thing here has different heads. Let me show you guys. You can use different sizes based upon what you want to do. Some of these other ones are designed to cut out roots. I'm just using this little one because it's not a big tube, and this should do the job. She's going to go in and just clean it out. So what you do first, make sure the arrow's on forward. This has a reverse. I never even use a reverse because I just keep it in forward. Okay. Once it's in forward, okay, make sure this is locked. This is a forward and reverse. This feeds it and rewinds it. And you have a little pedal here. Okay. See, it's rewinding now. If I go like this, it's going to put it in. Easy feed. This is a 50-footer, by the way. You want to make sure you're no more than 2 feet away. If you get too much slack here, it's going to whip around. You got to be careful. And I use 2 hands here. Now, if you're feeling resistance, reverse up and go back. Once you feel resistance, reverse up and go back in. That kind of helps clean out the clog. You know, once you hit something, it's going to wind up like this. That's when you let go. You put it in reverse and come back. Okay? You do that a couple times back and forth, it's going to eventually break out that clog. Okay? Now, the other version that I was referencing earlier was a non-auto feed version. If this was one of those, I'd have to literally yank this out and pull it back. Ugly mess. foot pedal. So this is it, man. In a nutshell, if you all have a, you know, a sink that's clogged, shower, whatever, kitchen, Harbor Freight, it was like originally 500 bucks and on sale for $3.99. I utilized a 25% off coupon, came out to $3.25 with tax. Let's say on this job itself, I unclogged this, that saved me 200 bucks versus calling a plumber. Multiply that by, you know, future home ownership. I'm sure I'm gonna have to do mine. You know, maybe if you have a brother, friends, you know, you can do some jobs on the side, come up a little bit. So great investment. Just want to show you all what you guys can do and save yourself some money. All right, peace out.